ready for this crazy damage? Alright. Oh my god, 5.1 down to 3.5. How much damage is that?
No thunder, so shit, yeah.
You know what? I feel like Arkhaia's Styx attack should have...
Still 800 or 700 damage markers. I'm just gonna bring you into an Arkhaia. Yeah. Oh no, not Styx, guys! Oh no! Death card. Dark Wraith is extremely underrated right now. Extremely underrated right now. It is definitely one of the strongest classes in the game right now. Specifically with this build here. Like, if you run Chaos Orb, honestly I'd run Stellian Core in most other instances. But I just like to run it for soloing Arkhaia, which we'll get to in a moment here. Like, I have my Blightrock Cestus fully maxed out, like, 2 Empowering, 2 Voltaic, 3 Shattering Shards. Pretty generic, and then Crystal Sphere so that you can crit Shard of Blight, because Dark Smite is, you know, it's a dark type move, but really where all your damage is going to come from is Death Curtain here. And then you got Coagulated Fingernail just because, you know, it's free stat points, whatever. And then Tainted Quiver because Stealing Energy is very nice. This isn't the build that I would recommend running if you're fighting Arkhaia, because there's no sustain with this build. We're also going Shia because, where are you here? Skyway Bolt actually does quite a bit of damage. Or Skyward Bolt. It does, honestly, quite a bit of damage when it crits with Overcore. I'd say it's about 900 damage crit, and that's with no setup because, well, at least against Arkhaia, it takes a little bit too long to really use Immolation, and then if you use Bulk Up, you cannot fail the Casitas dodge, otherwise you're just dead. It's just a little bit too much damage for you to handle. We have Arcane Robes with 102 stat points invested into Arcane, and then 93 stat points invested into Luck. So it's kind of a hybrid Luck Arcane build. You can go full Arcane, definitely, and your damage will be higher, but... or rather, your average damage will be higher, but your potential damage will be lower. Or other way around, apologies. Your potential damage will be higher, but your average damage will be lower. I don't know, something like that. Some guy made a whole video on it. I don't know how true it is, but it seems like it's the case. But, I guess I should show the masteries right about now. Alright, so here we are. This is the mastery right here. You're going to want to go grab Overcore whenever you land a critical hit. While at max cores, it empowers your Dark Beast's next attack. Really? That's what that says? That's kind of incorrect. I mean, when you are also at max cores, it also empowers your dark moves, and your crits deal a lot more damage. Why does it say that? That's weird. That's not what Overcore actually does. Huh, interesting. Anyways, Dark Generation is really good, especially against Arkhaia. I think it's kind of underrated, actually. You gain 2 cores instead of 1 for every time you would crit below 75% HP, and then Dark Smite Proficiency, which increases the bonus crit chance by 50%, which I think Dark Smite already has a 20% increased crit chance. So, this is pretty insane. So Dark Smite pretty much always crits, especially with Dark Generation. Overcore, at least the Trello says that Overcore gives 20% increased crit chance, well at max cores. I don't know how true that is. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's true because I'm able to red crit with Overcore. Now, I did forget to mention that the one thing that this build suffers from, specifically when you're not playing Draga, is the lack of sustain. So, honestly, Draga probably is better because Draga heals on crits, as well as it has blood shards, which can get you to max cores pretty easily. As well as the HP is super low, so if you want, you can run Necromancer robes. I forget what they're called, but you can run Necromancer armor instead, and it will give you, I think it'll have like around 94 to 97 HP. You'll just be hitting for a little bit less damage. Against Arkhaia now, I have a different build to run. Unfortunately, it removes Crystal Sphere, which critting is kind of non-existent, but really you kind of need this stuff. So I have Yarthul's Wrath, so that I can eventually start dodging Phlegathon and blocking Cocytus. It just makes the fight a little bit more forgiving. Parasitic Leech for sustain, and honestly Sanguine Fang, but I don't know if I really need Sanguine Fang. I haven't done it without Sanguine Fang, because I don't know, there's so much lack of sustain here. So I could probably use Crystal Sphere instead of Sanguine Fang. It's just, I mean, I'm not adventurous. If you're adventurous, I'd recommend running Crystal Sphere, just because the crits are really nice. Now, it really depends on how I'm feeling. Like, my Chaos Orb just doesn't like to work, ever. So I usually run Dark Sigil instead of Chaos Orb against him as well, because, you know, free Vulnerable and free Weaken, so he does a lot less damage. I think that that's something that, what's-his-face, Arkhaia, really, that's his scary part, is just how much damage he does. If you don't dodge Cocytus, it's 50 damage plus cold. Phlegathon is like, how much damage is it? It's like 25 damage even if you block it. Sorry, not Cocytus, Cocytus, I think it's called. Alright. Well, we're going in with Chaos Orb, Yarthul's Wrath. It's always stressful. It's always stressful, because you never know if you're gonna die or not. I have died against him before with this build, and it was infuriating, but, you know, here we are. I just woke up, like, 15 minutes ago, so I hope that I'm gonna be able to dodge shit today. 1 energy. Fuck. That sucks. Look at how much damage that is for blocking. That's almost half my HP, and I didn't even get crit. It's so risky to just do anything. But oh, I forgot to drink my energy potions. Oh no. Shit. Uh-oh. Acheron. Yeah, so you'll see just where Sanguine Fang and Parasitic Leech bring us here. So, because we are below 75% HP, we're gonna get max stacks off of 1 Dark Smite, which is really nice. I hate this guy. Hate this guy for that. I'm gonna save Steel Body for when I actually need it. Same with his Incandescence. That's another reason why I run this. I'm gonna guard, because I just don't trust myself right now. Okay. That works too. Alright. Okay. So, I really hate calling Dark Beast when he has Cocytus up, because it just kills them. Really? Wow. Sunder just actually is kinda not being nice to me right now. Okay, he's just refusing to use it, so I might just have to call them anyways. Or I'll just use Skyway Bolt. Screw it. Yeah, no crit. That's the one issue. The one issue with this build. Now he's gonna use Cocytus because I called my Dark Beast. It's like he knows. It's like he knows. He's like, nah, I gotta save this. Alright, I'm gonna meditate, because why not? Oh, Weave Demon. That actually, unironically, that would have... Oh, Dark Beast! No way, buddy. You're crazy. Alright, I wanna... Oh, yeah, by the way, do not use Shade Roar. No! Actually, that's fine. Don't use Shade Roar unless you have max cores. And there we go. As you can see, now I have max cores, and Shade Roar will now Sunder. And that's what we're looking for. Because if Death Curtain crits, yep. Look at all that damage. You know, it's pretty good. Can't complain. Is that against my Dark Beast? That's against me? Oh, and I don't have... Yeah. The energy gain from... What's it called? Is so nice. The energy gain from the Arcane... Or not the Arcane robes. The Necro robes is... Honestly, can't be understated. But... Yeah. Well, I have... BS on me. He's gonna Phlegathon, so I'm just gonna guard here. And my Dark Beast is already spent, so I'm just gonna guard with him too. Wow, Soul Read, holy shit. I'm gonna guard again because I can't do anything. Damn, like look at how much damage that is. Alright, how much you want to bet that he's gonna gain 2 energy and then he's just gonna Casitis? You know, I've already got 3 stacks of Overheat, which is really nice too, though, I will say. Come on, Dark Beast, we have the Casitis again. I knew it! I actually knew it. I actually knew it. Oh, 81 damage! Look at that. This boss is ridiculous. Honestly, I think to some extent, Arkhaia is a little scarier than MV. Also, by the way, notice how my Chaos Orb hasn't done fucking anything. Do we Shade Roar? We definitely Shade Roar here. Death Curtain. No crits, unfortunately. Still decent damage, though. Oh my god, full heal Dark Beast. I could probably summon a second Dark Beast here. Because why not? Yeah, so against Arkhaia, you mostly want to play around your Dark Beasts here. That's the most important thing. Playing around your Dark Beasts. Oh no, is that just death for both of them? It didn't hit him? What? Okay, I mean, I'm not complaining. Dark Smite. And you want to summon your Dark Beasts with 5 to 6 cores every single time. Oh my god, there we go, there's the Chaos Orb. Yes! I like to wait till I have full cores in order to really do anything. Do I have Death Curtain? I don't. Okay, please crit this so I get max cores. Come on. Nice. Nice. Alright, we're gonna Shade Roar. And we are going to... Death Curtain. Sucks. Yeah, this run's actually going very well, though. Sticks. Oh no. Okay, that's just on Dark Beast, that's fine. I'm just gonna try to pump out as much damage as I can right now. Ooh, big. Okay. And I'm just going to guard for myself, just because I don't want to take too much damage. He took 2 turns! Jackass! See, that's the weird thing. With sticks, sometimes he takes 2 turns, sometimes he doesn't. Doesn't make sense. It's really inconsistent. Alright, and let's just... weave. Gonna barrage here to get some cores. I don't want to use my Dark Smite yet. There we go. Because Dark Smite only hits 4 times, unfortunately. Phlegathon. I still can't dodge that at 4? Crazy. Yeah, I'm now below 75% HP, so honestly, Dark Smite would have been fine. Let's see. No red crits so far, which is weird. I usually can get them right about now. But Arkhaia is dying, so it's fine. Death Curtain. Yeah, and he's right about cooked here. So, against Arkhaia, specifically with this build, you really need to play around your Dark Beasts, because the stun and the sunder that they apply is just too great to pass up. But there we go. Sun Staff to end it off to. It's a good build. Chaos Orb really did nothing that whole time, so you can throw on Stellian Core if you want, but you're really never going to be at max HP until you get a decent crit. You can try replacing Sanguine Fang with Crystal Sphere, just so that you don't get, you know, no crits. Because as you saw there, like I have 55, or not 55, sorry, a 50% crit chance, 49 crit chance, whatever it is. 44, okay. But with Crystal Sphere, if I just get rid of, let's see, that guy. Yeah. So I have basically a 50% crit chance, and it gets rid of crit fatigue, which is really important. I might try it out later in the future. We'll see. I don't know about that one, though. Dark Sigil's the safer option and the cheaper option if you don't have Chaos Orb, and, you know, grinding Yarthul, you can turn 3 him as well, which I guess we could also go try right now, just for a quick little experiment. Alright, so here we are at Yarthul. Man, that Arkhaia went so well. I'm very, very happy with that. Another thing, obviously, with the Necromancer robes opposed to the Arcane robes is that the Necromancer robes give you an increased energy gain. Holy... Yeah, we get it. Where's my volume here? Oh, it's already at 1. Never mind. But whether or not you can turn 3 Yarthul honestly depends on what attack Yarthul uses. You want to meditate first turn. Please Hellfire. Nope. This guy. Come on. Sure, that works. Okay, I guess it doesn't. Oh my god, thank you. Holy shit. Now watch him Hellfire. The jackass. Oh, I have my Arkhaia build on. Oops. I should be fine. I should be fine. Where's Death Curtain? Yeah, I was fine. Pretty much, just meditate, hope that he Hellfires. If he does, Dark Smite into Death Curtain and you will kill him turn 3.